Hi friends. How are we doing? Hi Mags. Hi Mary. Hi Peggy. Sharon, that's so sweet. I was looking forward to hanging out with y'all all day too. I'm so excited to see everybody. Mags, how are you? Hi Roman. Hi Kathleen. Hi Monique. Hi Trish. How have you been? We've missed you. Oh my gosh. Where have you been? How have you been? Sarah, hello. Oh my gosh, 4 months. Wow, Taylor, thank you. Hello, thank you so much for being a Granny Scare member for 4 months. That is so fun. Hi, Jen. Hi, Tina. Hi, Erin. Hi, Michelle. Mary Jensen, did I already say hi? If not, double hi. Hi, Jenny. How are you guys doing? How are we doing today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Glad my work day is over and I can sit and crochet. How are you doing? Doing all right. Doing all right. Can you keep it a buck? I have had some really bad anxiety these last few days. So I apologize in advance if I'm like a little shaky. I've been like trying to like calm down. I feel like it's only making it worse. You know, like when people tell you like, calm down, it's like, ah! I feel like I'm just making it worse by like trying to tell myself to calm down. So I'm really looking forward to hanging out today. Hoping that my hands chill out. But yeah, just keeping it real here. You know, we keep it real here. You guys know that my anxiety can be really, really bad. So it has been. It has been. I'm really looking forward to crocheting this stitch today. This is a really fun one. I was really, really excited when I came across this stitch and did the first tutorial that I did on this page for this one. It's a really fun one. It's very, very beautiful. I'd love to do a sweater or something in this stitch. Just a very, very pretty one. I'm very excited. If you have not already, you can grab the pattern from the blog. Vivian, how are you doing? Taylor, it's been great. I love all the YouTube member stuff. I'll definitely keep on subbing. Thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you. I'm so glad you've been enjoying the membership. Hey, I have been struggling with mental health issues. I'm here today. Yay! We're on the same team. Telling someone to calm down 100% never works. Exactly. You never need to apologize for that. Anxiety can be so hard. It can be really rough. It can be really rough. So I appreciate it. I appreciate your guys' support. It makes you feel better. Last time I saw my client roster this anxious and stressed out was March 2020. Oh my gosh, Jen. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so make sure you grab that. That is pinned. Hi, Nitty Ad. How are you? No worries. No need to apologize. We literally just started. It's been like 5 minutes. You're good. You're totally fine. I'm excited to do today's square. It's gonna be easy peasy, super, super simple square today. And it's our 6th square. So we only have 5 squares left. We only have 5 squares left. I really can't believe it. How is everybody doing? What is in your cup? What is on your hook? How many squares are you in? What is your status on your blanket? I want y'all to know that this is not like a tight deadline. I know most of the organizations, at least that I looked at here in the US, accept donations year round. So if you end up like not finishing on time, perfectly fine. As long, but only if, it's only fine if you share a final picture when you do finish your blanket, because I want to see. So as long as you post a picture, I won't be upset. If you don't post a picture, I still won't be upset because that wouldn't be cool, but I'm gonna give you like this kind of look. And then we're gonna move on. But no worries if you don't finish on time or if you're behind a little bit. Please don't stress about it. This is not one of those projects, okay? Joyful Projects 2026. It's not one of those projects. And you get extra credit if you have a furry friend. Brianna said it, so it's in there. It's in the Constitution now. Extra credit. How are you doing, Brianna? Sharon, we should have a bit of fun before Sammy comes on live and try and guess which color t-shirt Sammy will wear. You should. Which yarn over hook merch am I gonna wear? Because then I throw you guys off when I wear just like a regular like Uniqlo basics top or like my crochet. Because I'm determined to crochet more stuff that I can wear for the lives. I almost wore my Hexicardi today, but I wore that Thursday, so I thought that might be, there's not enough days. Y'all don't even know what goes on through my head when I'm like, which shirt am I picking today? So you probably could very well guess it. Yeah, I've been trying to fix this blanket and I think you think you're good? Nitty add? The baby blanket? Only problem I have is my row count, send help. Oh no! Is this for your baby blanket? Which blanket is this one? Mary Jensen, I have cinnamon clove tea. That sounds wonderful. I'm working on my Valentine's treat bag. That sounds so cute. What is this for? Like work? Like what is your Valentine's treat bag for? That is so cute. Only problem. Oh yeah. In my cup is caffeine-free fruit tea. On my hooked is today's square. How's it going? I've got a JoJo snuggling under the blanket next to me. Very nice. That sounds like a fun game. You are an outfit repeater. Oh, absolutely. I'm an outfit repeater. But I like plan it out. Because I even remember when I was in high school, I would put 2 weeks between each of my outfits. Just to be safe. And I would like mix up my hair and accessories so that it looked a little bit different. So that anybody who was like creepy enough to keep track, would be thrown off. But I was so convinced. No worries, Taylor. I was so convinced that there were people keeping track of my outfits. Now I'm like, if you got that much time, pick up a hobby. I have one that I can recommend. I'm thinking about frogging the knitted jumper I've been making. The arms are really long, even though I've made it to pattern and size. I'm not happy with it. Oh no! The one, Sharon, I cannot keep track of your grandkids. Was this one for your grandson? Was it the one for your grandson? I hope I'm right. You have so many grandkids, girl. You are rich. Rich in life. Yeah, the baby blanket. Oh no. Wait, what's going on? It's not just a back and forth? I know your keyboard is not helping you out. For my granddaughter, nieces, and essential workers. Oh my gosh, Mary Jensen, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. Can you post a picture of what you're making? How sweet is that? I'll be very happy to start my next crochet project. Oh no, Sharon. Oh no, nitty ad. Some hater probably was. I mean, probably. I hope they're crocheting now or have some hobby. All right, friends, let's kick off the live with a cheers. Get your water. Water. Make sure you're staying hydrated. What was my phrase? I haven't said it in a long time. Hydrated homies don't let homies go dehydrated. Brianna, that was it, right? I got it on the first go. Hydrated homies don't let homies go dehydrated. Right? That was my phrase, right? Hydrated homies don't let homies go dehydrated. Right? That was my phrase? If not, that's what it is now. We'll definitely send a picture. I can't wait to see. Thrifty Crocheter, how are you? Where are you getting the patterns for your squares? I made them. These are my patterns. These are like a combination of things that I've just learned over the last few years. You can always put the project in timeout so you can think about what it did and repent. I like that suggestion, Jenny. I like that suggestion. How about a dark corner for a couple of weeks to set you straight? That sounds awful. This for a crochet project. We should clarify. For a crochet project. I think so, Sammy. Seriously, I don't know how I've lost count. Really? Oh, there's probably a stitch in there just laughing. There's a stitch in there somewhere or something. It's just laughing. That's how I feel when I can't find the stitch that I messed up. I just know it's sitting there like tucked in, like she'll never find me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel like those stitches be. Or that like skipped stitch is like this. Like that. Oh my goodness. Make sure homies stay hydrated. Hydrated homies make sure homies stay hydrated? I don't, is that what it was? I don't know if that's what it was. Hydrated homies. Hydrated homies. I'm pretty sure it was don't let. I don't know if it was that one. Hydrated homies, make sure homies stay hydrated. Oh, it might have been. Is it? Is it that one? Man. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to go back. She is on fire. Welcome back, Taylor. No matter for me, I'm in bed. I'm only joining you for as long as I can stay awake. No worries, Nitty Ad. I can't wait till I can do these a little bit earlier. For our overseas friends, because we're Yarn Over Hook worldwide. Dale. Yarn Over Hook. It's a social media platform for crocheters. Right. Oh, my friend texted she's driving to the hospital to take her baby. And she packed the blanket I made for the baby in the car and to use as a car blanket on the way home because it's freezing here. Aww. Isn't that just the best? We talked about that being the best. Did Crochet, you have so many whips. How many do you have? I need that clipped. You guys are so funny. Y'all are so funny. I never remember like cutie. I never remember like that I'm recorded and live and that you guys can take these little clips of me doing silly things until after I've done the silly things. Ain't that just the way? A sneaky stitch got me and I was so mad. Are they just the worst? Just the worst. Like, what do I ever do to you? Check the tapes. Sammy, you have me over here disgusting because my big water bottle has watered it from last night. Yuckies. That's old water. I just dumped out my water from last night and put it in a nice, refreshing, what is it called? Fresh LaCroix. Who can name where that's from? It's a super zoom in, fresh, and it's like that. Name that show. If you can name it, you get extra points today. I'm slowly working on the squares in the granny square boxes. Very nice. Do you know how many people are crocheting the New Year New Blanket? I think about at least around 10 of y'all, which is incredible to me. And every time I think about it, I get a little goosebumps. See, I already got some. I just got some, which is, I'm still trying to wrap my head around. Yeah. Hello, hi, my name is Sammy. And this is Crochet and Chat, and we are making the New Year New Blanket. Yeah, we're making the New Year New Blanket. This is a live crochet along brought to you by Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you. We would love to see what you are making. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Announcements. Tonight, Granny Square members get early access to the video for this week. Thank you guys so much for hyping and liking and commenting videos. Sometimes YouTube pushes them out, sometimes they don't. But I appreciate that y'all are consistently trying to help a girl out. Okay, I appreciate it so much. That last video I think got like 5 or 6 hypes. The one before that I think got 8 hypes. So thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Tomorrow's live is at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Alexis will be here. We're gonna have stitches. So make sure that you're here. Thursday will be our members only live, and I have a video and some photos that I'm hoping to either post for y'all tonight or tomorrow morning. That project is working me, y'all. It's working me. I thought I had it. I think I have it. But Jen, you were right. I was very confident because I got the stitch for the gauge, but the row count is a little fishy. I keep watching her video and I don't know how. Anyway, I'll tell y'all later. I'm literally might have to do another gauge swatch. That's why there hasn't been an update. Thank you, Mags. Yeah, that one is yeah, that one is tough. That's a toughie. Probably the hardest gauge swatch I think I've ever had to do. Okay, and then Saturday will be another crochet along. Another crochet along. At noon. I think that's all the announcements. I think that's all the announcements. Yeah, I think we're ready to crochet. Let me double check. People in the US, was the storm that bad? I'm pretty sure it's still going on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the storm is still going on. There's still folks getting snow and folks who have to stay home from work today and school. You got over 10 inches? Are you sure it was in centimeters of snow? And tonight we have a wind chill -20. There has to be some typos in there. Those are typos. Oh my goodness. I need to block that comment for making me feel awful and cold. I feel cold now. I have to do the block square, but I did my wave stitch square. I need to weave in ends though. For the wave, you should only have like 4. I hope you're staying safe, you and your family, Michelle. Okay. Everybody have the pattern? I know a lot of y'all have already started it. That makes me really happy. I've been posting the pattern at around like, when have I been posting the pattern? I've been posting the pattern at around like midnight, 1 o'clock my time. So it's like 3 o'clock Eastern time and like 9 a.m. in the UK time. I don't know which part of the UK, but some part over there. It's like 9 a.m. when I post. So I've been hoping that that's giving y'all like enough time if you want to get a head start, but not enough time to give you guys too much of a head start because we got to crochet together a little bit. So if you have any qualms with that time, message me. Yeah, call in, let me know. I've been dropping like the more difficult ones earlier. So like the short wave stitch I dropped a day early so that y'all could like really get ahead on that one. The long wave I'll do the same and the shell I'll do the same. But the easier stitches, let me just do those together. But the wave stitch and the shell stitch, I'll put those out ahead of time. Everything else is super, super simple, so we'll just do them together. Okay? But let me know if it's kind of like, hey Sam, I want a sneak peek. Now think about it. Okay. Let's see. Wasn't so bad a part of Tennessee, but Nashville and Memphis got lots more snow. My friend in Maryland got 8 inches of snow, 2 inches of ice. The ice was so thick she could walk across it without sinking in the snow. Just to throw this out here, but weaving in ends on my block stitch square took me over twice as long as it did to actually make the square. Yeah, this like I said, that stitch, Kathleen, the stitch is very easy. The stitch is super easy. It's just the weaving in the ends. It really is a bummer. Just to throw this out here, but weaving in ends. Oh yeah, I just read that. Surprisingly, Nebraska didn't get too bad. It was just very cold. I've been off of work these past 2 days. How much crocheting have you been getting in? And I hope you have a lot of food. I hope you've been doing okay. Like, jokes aside about the cold and the snow and how great the weather has been here, I really hope that you guys are staying safe because, like, I lived in the Midwest for 6 years. Oh, it was the worst. Horrible, horrible. We are forecasted to drop in the 20s over the weekend in Central Florida. What? In the 20s? In Florida? That's not normal, right? That's not normal. Brianna, can we confirm this? Where are you? You're not Central Florida. 14 inches of snow. I'm telling you, you guys need to check your keyboards. Y'all need to check your keyboards for realsies. Thank you, Renato. Thank you. A lot of crocheting, no problem with the food since I'm fasting. Okay, right, true. Maybe that's like a little bit helpful. Okay. Let's get to crocheting. That's wild. Yeah, no, that is so not normal. 20s in Florida, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, thank you. Okay, so you're going to want your hook. I need to see that I'm focused. You're gonna want a hook and your C color yarn. Okay, hook, 5mm hook, C color yarn. So whatever yarn you picked for the first row, I need to name this dress for him. She's been working. The first row of your moss square. Whatever you picked for the first row in the trim of your mock square, that's your C. And your griddle stitch. Here's your griddle stitch square. Let's go back this way, honey. There we go. Whatever color your griddle stitch square is. Okay? It's color C. Let me pull this up so I can be sure that I am focused. Because I have not been digging that. I'm gonna be sure that y'all can see. Grab the pattern, all that jazz, get your stitch markers, darning needle, measuring tape so that you can check gauge. The most important thing with this square is that you don't do your foundation chain too tight. As is the case with kind of like meshy, skip a bunch of chain squares, crocheting your chain too tightly will cinch the bottom. So the biggest thing is that you do not want to crochet your chain too tightly. If you need to go up a hook size in order to mitigate that, then do that for your chain. And then switch back to the 5mm hook for the stitch, okay? Y'all see that catch? I should do sports. Okay. I think we're good. Yes. Yes, okay, great. So here we are. Is this in focus? I'm gonna be sure that we're all good. Let me check. Okay, it looks good to me. Yeah, it looks right to me. Alrighty. I'm excited for this one. It's so simple. And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Alrighty. So for gauge for this one, we go over gauge. This one's kind of funky because of how big the stitches are. So you can see each individual stitch is very big. They're very big. It's like 3/4 of an inch-ish. Okay, so you want to be sure that you are measuring in the center for this one for sure. Okay, not from the edge. You need to measure in the center. Alrighty. Thank you, Nidiad. Looks great. Awesome. Thank you, friends. Okay. This is called the cluster V. So for stitches, for stitches, you're going to want 4.5 clusters for 4 inches. So we'll measure just outside that first cluster. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Okay, so your 4-inch mark should land in that chain space here. 4.5 clusters. Alrighty. And then for rows, you should have 6.5 rows. So we're going to start like at the base of a cluster. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it like lands around 7, that's okay. Okay, mine lands like right here, like a third left of the cluster. That's kind of where you want it to be. Like not quite 7, around 6.5. Okay, it's not going to be a complete cluster. You can keep that in mind. It's not a complete cluster. Alrighty. For your small squares. Nope. You okay? For the small square. Oh, we're not. Please hold. It's so great. Let me check this really quickly. That was so funny seeing my hand like dance like that. Okay. Alrighty, all good. Okay, so that was some horror movie stuff going on. I know it was weird. My hand was away. My hand was away, and then like I moved it in, and it was like disappearing. And I was like, "What's going on with my hand?" I did say my hands might be shaky. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That is not the shaking I meant. Okay. I think we're good. What is it? Dude, that is the strangest thing. I'm gonna have to contact Logic because I don't understand what that is at all. Okay. Okay. Yeah? That's strange. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're good. Yeah? Cool. Hi. Hi, friends. Alrighty. So for the cluster stitch, we do have a special stitch for this square, and it is called the 2 double crochet cluster. If you've done the bobble stitch, it's the exact same, but only 2. If you've done like the cluster stitch, the like typical cluster stitch, that's typically like 3 double crochet. This one's just 2. If you've ever put like a decrease, like a 2 double crochet together, this is that same stitch. It's the same thing. It's not like anything complex. It's not anything huge. Okay, so we're going to grab our Color C yarn. And if you are doing the small, you'll chain 20. The medium, you'll chain 35. And the large, you'll chain 41. Okay? Alrighty. Gosh, I couldn't find my panda. Sometimes I feel like my panda goes on vacation and just like decides that it's not going to be present or like alive and will just like go. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And so my panda's on vacation somewhere. I like literally looked everywhere. My panda went on vacation. I mean, did you guys see that video? There's a video where the pandas that were in Japan are going back to China, and everybody was like really upset. I think mine went back to China. I think mine was like, all right, bye, and left. And I'm like, okay, bye. I'll see you when I see you, I guess. It was really funny seeing that video like right before I lost my panda tape measure. So I don't know where that is. Panda playing hide and seek. It is. And it does that often. Often it does that. Okay. It's off somewhere living its best life, eating bamboo and falling out of the trees and stuff, right? The exchange program is over. Yep. Yep. And so is my tape measure. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the small square today because this works up so quickly. I'll just go ahead and do the small. Girls, I'm beat off to bed. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm so glad that Stitches is 2 hours earlier for you, Knitty Ad. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for staying up and hanging out with us. All right, focus seems good. Nails it great. Okay, so for the small, you're going to want to chain 20. For the medium, you'll want to chain 35. For the large, you'll want to chain 41. Remember, do not do your chain too tight, okay? You want to keep it nice and loose. If you do it too tight, it's going to cinch your square. So make sure you don't do it too tightly. You don't want it like a loose, like meh chain, but you don't want it tight. You want a nice, like neutral tension. Something that looks kind of like this, okay? We'll get our foundation chain down. Okay, I think my camera's like ready to go to work. I legit had this program up for like the last over an hour to be sure that the glitches were out. I swear this camera just doesn't want to do it. 16. Sorry. I'm doing this slowly and counting in my head so that I don't say numbers out loud and I just did it. Who says you're supposed to be weaving in granny square ends? Who said that? Great. So this one is a multiple of 3 plus 2. Okay? So once you have your chain down, you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work our first cluster in that 4th chain from the hook. Okay? So we'll yarn over, insert your hook into that 4th chain, yarn over, and pull through. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same chain, yarn over, and pull through. So now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, leaving you 3 loops on your hook with something that looks like this. Then we'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that is our first cluster. Cluster stitches are some of my favorite stitches. It's like up there on the list. I have to like be careful what I say is my favorite because Rum has been keeping track. He's like, I thought this was your favorite. I thought this was your favorite. I thought this one was your favorite. Crochet is my favorite. Okay, crochet is my favorite. But cluster stitches, which I think is why I love the bobble stitch so much, it like takes up a lot of space very quickly while still being actually pretty like nice looking, like delicate looking. It's not chunky. It's not big and square like the granny stitch. It's kind of like a nice like oval shape. It's like a beautiful oval shape. I love it. Oh yeah, Tina, I'll absolutely be doing it again. So that's why I really like this cluster. Then once you do that cluster, you'll chain 1, and we're gonna do another one. Okay? You be sure I'm nice and center, and then I think I'm in focus. Okay, so we're going to yarn over. You're going to insert your hook back into the same chain space. So this is for our second cluster. It's not any different from our first one. It's all in the same space. So we'll yarn over, insert your hook into that first cluster. I just realized my nails kind of match the yarn. Yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. You'll end up with 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same chain space. Yarn over and pull through. Then you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, and what you'll notice is you have 2 half done double crochet down here. So these 2 stitches here, they should be like half done double crochet with 3 loops on your hook. With those 3 loops on your hook, you'll yarn over and pull through all 3 to complete the cluster. Are there any questions on that stitch? It's not very typical, so definitely ask the questions if you have questions. So it's done. Oh, goodness. Stay in there. Stay in there. Thank you. We have work to do. If you have no questions, ask. Totally fine. I can totally do it again. No problem at all. Of course, Tina. Of course. I have no problems doing this again. And this color looks really good. I'm like looking at the video, I'm like, hold on. Okay. All right. So moving on, we're going to skip these next 2 chains here. So skipping 2. And we're going to do the exact same thing in this 3rd chain. So this is your V cluster. A V stitch is a double crochet, chain, double crochet. Sometimes it's double crochet, chain, 2, double crochet. Those aren't my favorite V stitches. My favorite V stitch is double crochet, chain, double crochet. And then some folks put chains between the V's. It's just a lot of space. This is my version of the V cluster. It's just 1 chain space between 2 clusters, 2 cluster stitches, all in the same space. That's what makes up the V, and the clusters make up the cluster. Very, very pretty stitch. Reminds me of a flower. How do I stop the stitch from stretching? Oh, are you talking about the V on the top? You talking about the stretch here? You want to control the tension when you do the first double crochet. Is that what you're talking about? The V's up here stretching a little bit too much? What's Mr. Noodles & Co? Noodles sounds really good right now. Yeah, but what is it? What makes it so yummy and so special? Okay, so skipping 2, we're gonna make another cluster in this next chain. It will tighten on its own. Did I do it too loose? I've never heard of Mr. Noodles and Company. Tightens on its own. Let's do it again. Because where are you talking about, Trish? Exactly. Okay, so here, we'll yarn over, insert your hook into that 3rd chain from your cluster. So we're skipping 2 and working in that following chain. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same chain. Yarn over and pull through the 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. 3 loops on your hook, 2 half done double crochet. You'll yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. Oh, your foundation chain. If you stretch it like this, it'll put it back to normal. That's all I do. And then we're going around it with a single crochet. So you're not going to see that stretch at the bottom there. Like, it'll fix itself. If it's like a lot, then your chain might be way too loose. You want it in the middle. Yeah, first row is the hardest. Definitely take your time. Thank you, Monique. Downy, that's not near me, but I will keep that in mind. All right, and then we're gonna chain 1 again and do the same thing to complete our V cluster. We're gonna make 1 more cluster. So we'll yarn over, insert your hook into that chain space, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same chain space, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. We have 3 loops on our hook, 2 half done double crochet. We'll yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops, completing our cluster and our cluster V. So you see, Trish, I have a bit of a stretch here from working in it. There's a lot going on in that little chain, so it's going to stretch a little bit. But if it's stretching a whole lot of bit, then I would maybe redo your chain. Do a little bit tighter. You don't want it too loose. Oh, you posted? Okay, let me check it out. Hi, Kelly. Thank you. Oh, it looks like you're doing your clusters very tight. And is there a chain between your two clusters? Doesn't look like there's a chain between your two clusters. Loosen up on your clusters and put a chain in between your two clusters. And then I'm working in the back loop, not the side of the chain, but that shouldn't make a difference. But I think there's a chain missing between your clusters, and your clusters do look a little tight to me. Your chain I don't think is too loose. I think your clusters are a little tight. Haha, the Taylor, thank you. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at that. Oh, okay, you didn't. Okay. Yeah, put a chain between your clusters and loosen up on your tension. They should be kind of long, like long and oblong, not like short and stout. Monique, oh my gosh, you're already done with your cluster V. It looks so good. Do we have the same color? Oh my gosh. All right, and then we're just going to repeat that all the way across, and you'll have one chain left until you have one chain left. So let's go ahead and repeat that. We're gonna skip 2 and work another cluster V in that following chain. Also, kind of like a tip on not stretching it out too much. I hold this stitch down while I'm working on it. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. I still have my griddle stitch on my color C, so I'm trying to finish that first, LL. That makes me very happy, Monique, to hear. Thank you so much. Okay, wait, where am I? Okay, cool. So we'll do another cluster V here. I'll do this one a little bit slower. A lot of bit slower, so I'm going to slow down. See, so I kind of like hold the bottom, so I'm not pulling my chain. So that might also be why mine isn't stretching too much either. So like as I'm working in the chain, because I know it's going to stretch, I hold it. I hold that down so it doesn't pull too much. I didn't realize that I do that. When I'm working in the back loop of my chain, I think I just subconsciously do that so that it doesn't stretch it too much. There can be a little bit of a gapping though. It's supposed to look like a little, like, it's supposed to look open, just a little bit. Not a whole lot of bit, just a little bit. And we'll just keep trucking along. Makes me so happy to see your guys' squares. Monique, your stack of squares makes me so happy. And my stack is right here. My stack of squares. I still have to work on my granny squares. Alrighty. And it should look like this. Don't worry too much if it's curling, like, let me put it back. If it's curling a little bit like that, as long as it's only a little bit, then you can block that out. If it's a little bit, if it's more than this, then your chain was too tight. This I can easily stretch and block out, and it'll be fine. Perfectly fine. And then once I go over it with my single crochet stitches and crochet more rows, it'll also straighten that out. But if it's like really curling, like something like that, I would start over. It's too tight. That's too tight. That chain's like, nope. Not today, partner. Not around here. Not around here, partner. That's what that chain's doing. So then you'll want to redo your chain. So I'll give you guys some time to get that first row done to kind of check to see your foundation chain. This one is a nice and quick one. So if you do have to frog and go back and redo your chain, take your time, do it. Frog it, just frog it. Because it's not gonna look good at the end if it's too tight. Michelle, you're on the blocking board, yay! Monique, I'm all caught up, just need to weave in the ends in today's square, yay! Trish, I just added a comment to my post to see if I'm doing it right. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know. Let me go check. And thank you for posting pictures as we go with your questions, Trish. Yeah, much better. Much, much better. You see the difference? You see the difference in your tension in the clusters and how that can make a difference on stretching? You just don't want to pull it too much. And then the more you do, the more like you'll get into that like neutral tension and then it'll lay better. Brunette, how are you? How are your Independence Day orders going? Hi, Julie. How's it going? Yeah, it looks awesome, Trish. Just keep going. Alrighty. Then from here, we have that one chain left on our foundation chain. You're just going to do a standard double crochet. And that's it for the first row. Very simple. This next row is going to be your repeat row. You're just going to work in the V clusters, almost the exact same thing that we did on the first row. So once you get here, you're going to chain 3. Again, keeping it nice and neutral. You don't want it too tight. You're going to chain 3 and turn. Have one more to go, and then yours. You're saving yours for last. Wow, Brunette, you're incredible. Alrighty, so from henceforth, we will be working in the chain spaces from the previous row's cluster V. You're going to put cluster V's and cluster V's. So you get that nice stacked V look. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's seriously so beautiful. And my freehand something. I don't know. What am I going to freehand say that? Maybe a cuff to cuff. Because it looks good upside down too. It almost looks like a V upside down. Oh my gosh, I could do a cuff to cuff. That'd be so easy. A cuff to cuff cardigan. Oh no. That sounds wonderful. I need to finish these blankets. I really need to finish these blankets. Leah, how are you? Just dropping in to say hello. Hey, Sammi. Hey, Leah. How are you doing? I think this stitch would make a really pretty cowl. It would. It would. Oh, my hand is dancing? Like glitching? Or did you just see me like excited? I'm not doing it on my end. Oh, it stopped? Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. Reminds me of a horseshoe. Oh, it does! Monique, my husband and I went to a fiber fair last week. It was fun. A lot of people. My husband was afraid he was going to be bored, but he enjoyed it. I'll be going back next year. Very nice, Monique. Do you want to say which one? It's up to you. I know that like exposes you. Your location a little bit. I'm working on the block stitch and hopefully we'll start this one on Thursday. My daughter had a volleyball game. How did she do? How did she do? My niece is in volleyball. Okay, let me scoot this over. I really don't know what that is. I really don't know what the deal is with that. I even did updates and stuff. Leah, yay! Congratulations! Congratulations! Do you crochet at the volleyball games? Or are you too locked in? I feel like I'd be too locked in, especially if it was my kid. I feel like I'd be too locked in. Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to our repeat row. You're going to be working in the V clusters and around the chain space, doing the exact same thing, cluster, chain to cluster, to make your cluster V. So we'll insert our hook, or yarn over, insert our hook into that chain space, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only. Yarn over, you're too locked in. Insert your hook back into that chain space, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops only. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, 2 half done double crochet, pull yarn over, and pull through all 3 of those loops. And then chain 1. And we'll do the exact same thing that we just did in the same chain space to complete our V. It'll look just like that. Nice stacked V's. Sun-Kissed Fiber Festival in Tampa. What did you buy? Can you post a haul if you want? I want to see. Now we're just going to do that same thing all the way across. Cluster, chain 1, cluster, to create our cluster V. Ooh, that's a good question. Would you recommend it? It's a little loose. I heard about that one. It was their first year. Oh, good for them. I hope it was a good turnout. How is it looking, Trish? Tina, how are we looking? Are there any questions on this row? It's just so beautiful. I'm like literally drafting a cuff to cuff in my head. And I absolutely should not be. I may have to freehand something. You'll always stack V clusters on top of V clusters. This isn't one of those staggering stitches. You'll always stack V clusters on top of V clusters. So they'll always line up. If you see something a little funky happening and your V stitch is somewhere else, you might have gone into a space between V clusters from the previous row as opposed to a chain 1. So definitely double check that you're going into the correct space. Then your V cluster should look like this. And so you see even like, I didn't stretch it out, and that's relaxing. Hi, Mercy. How are you doing? It's been a minute since you've been here, right? This isn't your first time. Like you've been here before. It's just been a while, right? Because I recognize your username. Unless I'm making it up in my head, which is actually entirely possible. I didn't buy a lot. I get stressed in crowds. I would recommend it. There was a lot of vendors and everyone was friendly. A lot of people. I think it will be even better next year. Oh, awesome. I understand what you mean in crowds. Depending on the crowd for me, it can really heighten up my anxiety. So I feel you. Oh, I think I was doing each space. Nope, don't go in the spaces. You're just going in the chain 1 space. Okay, that's what I thought. How are you doing, Mercy? It's great to see you. How have you been? How was your new year? Yeah, you need to join back. I'm glad that you're here. I'm so impressed by your memory, Sammy. Oh gosh, don't say that. I I I really do try very, very hard. My memory is not very good. It's not very good. But I really appreciate that. I appreciate when you guys say that. Hi, Nana. Thank you so much for subscribing. How are you? Our friends just joining. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? I feel like we missed a break. So cheers, everybody. Unclaw your hands. Unshrimp your pasta. Stand up straight. Monique, thank you. Thank you so much. Lady Night Song, welcome. The Yarn Journal, Maria, Vima, and Aldset. Welcome. Welcome to the memberships. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much, Monique. Santa Monique. I always say I have the memory of a stressed out goldfish. Oh, we were ahead of Nightbot. We can have another sip though. I always say I have the memory of a stressed out goldfish, so I'm impressed by anyone who can remember anything. A stressed out goldfish. Not just a goldfish, but a stressed out goldfish. Cheers, everyone. We'll take an extra big drink this time. I forgot I have bubbly. I can't do that. Not through a straw. Oh my gosh. Ugh. And I'm making a rectangle granny square blanket for my best friend. That sounds wonderful. What colors did you choose? Sarah, water in your cup, just relaxing tonight. Nothing on your hook right now. That sounds wonderful. I plan on having a really relaxing night. I'm like very much looking forward to it. I did a lot of work yesterday for the video coming out tonight and the video for the charts for the cheat sheets. So I did a lot of stuff last night so that future Sam could relax tonight. And I'm already thanking past Sam for her work. What do you guys do for your future selves? What are some things that you like set in motion so that your future self is like, wow, I'm really glad that past self did that. I'm always setting stuff up for myself for future Sam. I'm always thinking about future Sam. Even down to like, I'm at a restaurant with Quentin, like with my husband, we're eating food and the food is extremely good. I will save half of it intentionally so future Sam could enjoy it. Like I will absolutely like split my plate in half, even out all of the servings to go box ready future Sam's plate. And then future Sam is like, I go to that fridge and I'm like, you the one, past Sam. What do y'all do? Set my work clothes out for the next morning. Now that's manifestation. I'm telling you. And it does something. It does something for me to be like, thank you. Like in the moment, I'll be like I might want to finish that plate, but then I'm thinking like future Sam is going to really appreciate that I left this extra serving. Like say you get like an odd number of mozzarella sticks, right? You get 9 mozzarella sticks. Like for me, it's dumplings. They always put an odd number of dumplings in there. I can never distribute it evenly. So I will leave the biggest serving for the last serving. And future Sam's always happy for it. I'll take smaller servings throughout and leave the biggest serving at the end so that when the package is done, I'm not upset because I got an extra dumpling. It's like things like that. I don't know. That's why I'm huge on like things that spark joy. It's little things like that and it piles up. Little things to like spark joy for yourself. That's my thing, is leaving like Sam little things, future Sam little things. Y'all have any ideas to do as like a New Year's project that I can do throughout the year, but not a blanket? You could do an amigurumi worm. You could do a glowworm or a worm or snake. That's something that you can add on every day. I've seen folks do scarves. So if you're in a cold place and would love like a long, fun scarf, you could do that. What other year-long projects that's not a blanket? A table runner that you add to. So like I've seen people do small flowers and they just like join as they go and it becomes a long runner for their table. White and varsity blue from Big Twist. I'm from Canada. Ooh, oh, that's so fun. I have varsity blue right here. This is varsity blue. Do I chain between each set of clusters? No, just between each cluster. Meal prep, Mary Jensen, meal prep, tag and save projects on what I want to make. The yarn journal, hello. Hello, thank you Monique for gifting the yarn journal membership. Mercy, y'all have any ideas for stuff to do? Oh yeah, for New Year, for New Year's, like a crochet because a blanket is too long and I need ideas. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Those are some things that I would suggest. When I have a variety pack of snacks, I save my favorite for last. Same. I do that too. Roman, what do you do? What is that? What does that look? I think that's your number one emoji used, to be honest. Always playing these games. Sharon, I like having a doggy bag from restaurants. I can never eat a big meal and really won't waste food. Plus, I get to enjoy it again. I love leftovers. I'm huge on leftovers. Make kitchen set, pot holder, dishcloth, dish scrubber, pan protectors. Oh, those are good ones. Those are good suggestions, Mary Jensen. Alrighty. So we finished this row. There are no chains between each cluster. There are no chains between each cluster V, but there is a chain between each cluster in the V. That's what makes the V. But there are no chains here, only in the V's. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the top of our turning chain here. So I want you guys to really watch this here. I want to be sure that y'all can see this. This V here is not the top of the chain. This is the top of the cluster. So make sure that you're going in top of the chain. This next one is the top of the chain. And you can see that by counting 1, 2, 3 on the side here from that first V cluster, from that turning chain. So it's 1, 2, 3. So that is the top of my turning chain here. You're going to go into the top of your turning chain for the end of your rows with a double crochet. Just make sure that you do not go into your cluster, or that's going to make your side pop out. So I'll show you what it'll look like. I get an extra beefy 5-layer from Taco for the 5th meal. For the 5th meal, I love it. It's a really nice stitch. Isn't it very nice? I love this stitch. It is so pretty. It's so, so pretty. Okay, so if I do a double crochet in the top of the cluster, let me see. See how the turning chain sticks out just a bit? Sticking out just a bit. It's having like a little round moment here. It's not what we want. You want to do your double crochet in the top of the chain. So this is the top of the cluster. This is the top of your chain. And it'll pull it really nice and straight if you go into the right stitch. Oof. Oof. Smooth. 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 That's what we like. Okay? Just make sure that you go on the top of your turning chain, not the top of your cluster. Oh no, Jenny. And then from here, you're just going to do exactly what you did on row 2. This is just going to be a 1-row repeat stitch, and you'll repeat row 2 until your desired length. Okay? Oh, did you fix it, Sharon? Yeah, you see the difference? So just make sure you go on the top of your turning chain, not your cluster. Really pay attention to that. And I'm going to do this again here so you can actually see what it looks like with a chain 3 turning chain, not just like the foundation turning chain. So you can see what it'll look like here if you go into the wrong one. Okay. What was I doing? I was checking. I want to double check how many rows. So for the small, you're going to do, there we go. For the small, you are going to do 9 rows. For medium, you're going to do 16. And for large, you're going to do 19. Such a pretty stitch. So pretty, so pretty. I think I might just do a blanket in this stitch. Maybe I will actually. This is a like back and forth repeat row I don't think I'll mind. Because it crochets up very quickly. And like we've done 2 rows and look at how thick that is already. If I did this in a bunch of different colors, like from my mood tracker blanket, is that in here? No. No, my husband's been using it. He's been very happy to have that blanket. But if I did it alternating colors, like my mood tracker, that would be kind of pretty. Maybe I'll pick like a few of them. I'll pick like a few, so it's not all of them. Because I don't want it to look too Eastery. But I do want to use up that yarn. I went through my boxes, y'all. I went through my boxes. We're decluttering. We got some new kitchen appliances. Kitchen looks great. I've been decluttering. We've collected a lot of clutter. And I was going through my boxes of my Joanne order. I did not realize how much yarn I got. All big twists, by the way. I opened that box and was like, Samantha. Then Samantha was like, what? Joanne's was closing. And I was like, true? I have a lot of yarn. So you guys will probably see a lot of projects with those colors. And I can't wait for us to get back to, I mean, I'm not like rushing, but I'm excited for us to get back to our granny squares. Because there might be some days where we make 2, for sure. So I can get through this yarn. And I have to refresh our wall. I feel like our wall could use some refreshing. So I'm probably going to cake a bunch of yarn and refresh the yarn wall. Because it's looking a little rough. It's looking a little rough. We have a lot of like medium-sized cakes, not a whole lot of large cakes. Sarah, your voice is so soothing. I think I netted off there for a minute. Thanks. I'm glad my voice isn't obnoxious. Can this stitch be used to make a cardigan? I feel like it could be. And it would be really pretty as a card. Like, that's what I was saying, a cuff to cuff. I guess I wasn't specifying. You know, like Brianna Kay's cuff to cuff method? That can be a sweater or a cardigan. And I really do believe, I think it would be beautiful as a cardigan. Simple cardigan would just be making, like measuring yourself from like shoulder to shoulder. Chain out like a multiple of 3 plus 2. Okay, so get your pens and paper. Get your pens and paper. Okay, we're just gonna pause on this for a second. We're gonna write out this pattern right now. So for an open cardigan, literally all you would need to do, you could totally freehand and do this. Mad simple. It would be mad simple. So what I would do, this is how I would map it out. I would measure from here to here to give a little drop sleeve moment. I would measure from here to here. Get that measuring out. This stitch requires a 3 multiple of 3 plus 2. And I can put like the simple like video tutorial. I'll put that in the chat so y'all can save it. Because like we have this, but if you want just like get to the stitch, Sammy, then I have a video for it. So let me grab it. Measure from here to here. Chain out that length. Make sure it's a multiple of 3 plus 2. Do the V-stitch. Make a large rectangle for the back. Oh my gosh, it could be done almost exactly like the Jovi Cardi. Okay, right? Rectangle for the back. Okay, go however long you want your cardigan. Then, if you don't mind a sewing pattern, I thought I transitioned. There we go. Then, if you don't want a sewing pattern, then you just keep going on one side, and then you do the other side. So then you have 2 panels on the front. They'll be upside down though. So if you want them this way, then you just start from the front, and then the back can be upside down. But I don't think it really matters. The stitch is pretty upside down, right side up, whatever. A V is a V is a V. Okay, so like if you have V's and V's, it's gonna be like, here's a V here. You know what I mean? Like when you do zigzags. So then you go and you do the panels. And then you can put that together, attach yarn and do the sleeves, and just go down the length that you want. Your V's would be going in a different direction. But if you didn't want your V's to go in a different direction and you didn't mind a sewing pattern, then you just measure the length of your arm and do the exact same thing. This would be a very easy cardigan to make. I have a lot of purple. Should I make one? Like that light purple. I have a lot of that because that one was my fine color from my mood tracker blanket. So I bought a lot just in case, because my other mood tracker blanket ended up with a lot of like fine rows, a lot of fine days. So I used a lot of purple. So I bought a lot of purple. And for yarn over hook. Should I make one? Should I make one in purple? It's like almost this purple. I think I'm gonna make one. When should I do that? Right, it would be great for a spring event. Ooh. It's like super simple. That's really simple. If you have not gotten, oh my gosh, Samantha, girl, focus. Let me get the video first. I'm getting too excited. You guys know, those of you who've been here, you're used to this, very much so. Very used to this. Sam, focus. Let me get the V cluster. Cluster V. Video copy. Okay. So this is the cluster V tutorial. So you can just get like the basic stitch down. That's the tutorial for that. If you do the Jovi cardigan, it didn't dawn on me that I could switch out. I can switch in any stitch I wanted. It doesn't have to be a granny square on the back. I could do whatever, as long as it met the measurements. See, that's a made to measure pattern. I don't know if you guys get those ads, but I get those ads from, I don't even know, I can't remember what her name is, but she's like, you can make your own clothes that are made for your body. It's not that difficult. I think this is what she meant. It's clicking in my brain now from making like even just the last few cardigans that I've made. I get it. I see it. I see it. Huh. We should have like a freehand day, like freehand. We don't want to do freehand February because we're already doing the Year New Blanket in February. We should do something freehand, like freehand fall or something like that. Freehand something. Let's brainstorm it. Kelly, you're very good at coming up with names and stuff. Freehand something. We'll pick a month. Cake reds, pinks, and whites for Valentine's Day. Reds, pinks. I have pinks. I don't have reds or whites. I need to get some white. My Joanne apparent, or my Michaels, my Michaels is apparently carrying more big twist. So, be the force. You guys are so funny. I'm going to buy yarn and try a freehand cardigan. Do it. And like, let me know. Because I think I might freehand a cardigan. I feel like it'll be fast. All right, let me finish this row. Like the stitch is so fast. Like I did this square in probably around 30 minutes. The stitch is very fast. the chain 1 between clusters in the same stitch only. How are we doing? How are we doing with this stitch? See, now we're not glitching. We got it together. I don't know what's going on. You know what's funny? This camera is literally the same camera that I'm using. These two cameras are the exact same. I have not had any of these kinds of issues with that one. I don't know what it is. Contact Bezos and get a new one. Say it, Chief. Does anyone know what the color trends are for this year? I've Googled it and I get different answers. Emerald green. That is at least the trend for millennials, young millennials, is emerald green. Like, I think jewel tones, warm tones, like, almost like mid-century tones, like, but like warm mid-century, not like bright mid-century. I think those are like what's in, because I know when Pantone, whatever the color choosing entity is, they chose white for this year. And everybody was like, no. So the official color, at least for millennials, I know, is like emerald green. Like, you know, those like velvety green couches? That color. Which I'm very, very happy with. Alrighty. So for this row and future rows, you're going to end here. Your last V cluster. In this last V cluster. I know, last year, and they didn't even pick a fun brown. It wasn't like, there's so many fun browns. Like, I have a ton in my apartment alone. And they didn't even pick a fun one. Yeah, very, very weird. I just sat down after dinner and read through the pattern and started a minute ago, and I'm already almost done with row 1. You're not kidding this is fast. This is fast. This is a very fast stitch. This is why I kind of put it after the block stitch as a kind of like a saving grace. So if you're going in that order, this will be a nice like relief. This is a great stitch. And bonus, only 1 to 3 ends to weave in. You should only have 2. You should only have 2 ends. I like the color suggestion, Sammy. I like a nice cornflower blue too. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's greens. I do know that like this year people are like greens, warm yellows, so like mustard. Jewel tones. That's what I've seen. And that's what I'm vibing with. What am I, a bright, not a winter, spring? Am I a bright, whatever the jewel tones is. I'm like bright jewel tones. Those are my colors. Okay, so anyway, focus, Samantha. So here we have that turning chain. Here is the top of our cluster from that previous row. So remember, you don't want to go in there. You want to be sure you go into the top of your turning chain, not your cluster stitch. Okay. Oh. So let me show you what it looks like if you go into your cluster stitch so that you can recognize it. So this, doing my last double crochet, if I go into that cluster stitch, that is what it's going to look like. Yuckies. You see that? So we have this and then this like bump here. That's what it's going to look like if you accidentally go into the top of your cluster from the previous row. We want to go here in the top of your chain 3. So at least if you accidentally do this, you misplace your double crochet stitch into that cluster, you'll be able to identify your chain 3. So if you can't identify the top of your chain 3, we have found it now by going into that cluster. So you want to go into the top of that chain 3, not into your cluster from the previous row. And that will keep your sides nice and cinched and straight. So we'll go into the top of that chain 3, that turning chain from the previous row. Much better, much better, much better. Bye, Tina. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me know if you have any questions on the square. Feel free to message me or comment or anything. Okay, nice and clean edge. This should be a really good edge for this square. Then you'll chain 3 and then you'll just repeat exactly the same. Chain 3, turn, exactly the same. Are there any other questions on this one? Adding the sides, the single crochet stitches on the sides, is very, very simple. This one's very simple. Okay, so while we hang for a little bit, I'm gonna work on my granny squares. I think this is my 6th one. Yeah, this is my 6th granny square. I'll only have 4 more after this. I might finish it tonight. I might. But I only have 2 more rows of my Roll With It blanket to finish. And I really want to finish those. And then I want to work on the YouTube members project and really get that going because I feel like I could crochet that up pretty quickly actually. Like after doing the swatch, as long as like I don't make any mistakes, I should be able to breeze through it. I did have a question. Yes, if you are having trouble finding the top of your chain 3, stitch markers are your friend. Put a stitch marker in the top of your chain 3 and that will help. Thank you so much, Jenny. So as soon as you do that turning chain 3, I would just go ahead and pop a stitch marker in before you start that first cluster. You can just pop that in right there, the top of your chain 3. And then you'll be able to identify it. Whoops, came undone. You'll be able to identify it when you come back around. And you can put it on the other side as well. Stitch markers are your friend. Jen, so I ordered yarn to do the Suzette cardigan. No way! V Crochet had a free shipping sale and discounted Brava Sport yarn, which was a listed dupe in the pattern, haha. Really? Sport weight? Is that DK? Or is that 2? That's interesting. I wonder if it's a big 2. Wonder if that's why. Because this pattern calls for DK, right? I'll have to look at that yarn. Are you going to do it with me? Swatch is thin. Oh, okay. Maybe it was Brava DK that I ordered. I don't remember. You'll see when you get it. When are you going to get it? You should crochet with me. How are our projects going? How are our squares going? If you are new to the stream, Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters, and we would love to have you if you want to post pictures of what you're working on. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com, or if you click this link that Nightbot is going to give us at some point. We would love to have you. We would love to see what you're making. Not like I have 5 cardigans in progress. Oh my gosh. Well, does it matter if you can make gauge? No, I don't think it does. It's just going to drape differently. I know we moved on from the weather. Says who? We can talk about the weather. Especially now. But my friend in Maryland, MD, Maryland, just messaged me that her friend had to use a pickaxe to chip the ice away from around her car to get out. Stop. Are you serious? It's MD, Maryland? That is, right? Goodness gracious. It says estimated delivery date will be available when UPS receives my package. Sigh. Oh no. Okay, great, Maryland. Okay. I didn't know that. I need to look at a map because I don't think I fully am aware of the scope of this storm. I know it's bad and that it's covering a lot of the US, but my goodness, I had to use an ice pick? That's crazy. That's crazy. I've been seeing like videos of people walking in like snow tunnels in the US. That is wild. That is so wild. The plows can't even get through. I know. That's what's causing most of the issue is that like, and especially in areas that aren't used to it, preventative measures are difficult. Like, I'm telling you, I completely understand. Not to the scope, but with regard to living in a place that is not prepared for something like this. New Mexico, I feel like Albuquerque is like never prepared for ice and for snow. Even though it surprises us, I feel like almost every year, we're like never prepared for it. So when there is ice and snow, the roads ice over immediately, and everything shuts down. Everything shuts down. When I lived in Chicago, I understood snow prep. Like, I was like, oh, this is how you're supposed to prep for cold winters and snowy winters. Living in Los Angeles, I don't know why, but we're never prepared for rainstorms and everything floods. Everything floods. And it makes no sense because it happens every year at the same time every year. So you would think we'd be prepared for this. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of this country kind of sits comfy in their like their average weather. So that when something weird happens, we get people walking in snow tunnels and iced over streets. It's just wild. We will send down some real plows, right? Kelly, send us some real plows. It went from Texas to Maine. Wild. It's just wild. Well, you ordered it on the 22nd? Oh my gosh, that's 5 days ago. Rude. Water break. Unclaw your hands. Oh, it's not good. Unclaw your hands. Do little stretchies. Unshrimp your pasta. Unshrimp. Oh. Cheers. Oh my gosh. I needed that. I think that's going to change with how wild the weather is getting. I mean, but it's been getting wild for a long time. Nothing has changed. I forgot to count what row I was on, and now I'm sure I'm not counting the rows right. For the cluster V, we've had that much rain today. It feels like we're sinking. Oh my gosh. Gladys, how are you? How are you doing? It's so good to see you. You forgot to count what row you're on, and now I'm not sure you're counting the rows right. Okay, let's look at it. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I think so. Weird. let me check this real quickly before I switch over. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, whoop, whoop. Get it together. Get it together. You were doing so great. You're doing so great. I believe in you. Let's chill out. This is me talking to my camera. Good night, Mary Jensen. I just hop in to say hello. Gotta put the kids to bed. No worries. I'll be watching the replay hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully you can catch it. I hope that you have fun. I think I just finished row 5. Okay, I just posted in the comments of the square row 3. Let me check that. Let me get this situated. Not sure. It's so funny because it's doing fine here. But then as soon as I... Okay. No, no, we're not. Yes, no. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it's doing this. Nothing else is being strange. I would love to show you how to count your rows. My tech could work with me here. Okay, let me just hold it here for now. Okay. So your rows, if you want, you can just count these spaces here. The chain spaces in the cluster B. I know, they're being like a lot today. It's so silly how inconsistent it is. And then you can kind of see it like, they're like little boxes. You can kind of see it that way. But when you're looking, it should just be V within V within V within V. I think I'm understanding how to count it. Just have to pay attention to the base of the stitch more than the holes. Yes. Yeah, I would do it that way. Oh, I see what you mean. Are you counting the spaces between the V's? Ignore everything between the V's. There's no chains. There are no chains there. There are no spaces there. Just focus on the V. And then like if you put it down and like turn it, that can also kind of like mess up like the counting of it. Okay, let me check yarn over hook. Kathleen, they look so good. Yay. No worries, Jen. Your black squares look great. Oh my gosh, that green. Is that green? It looks beautiful. Crochet has made me completely lose trust in my ability to count. Yes. Same. There are instances where I'm counting chains or counting rows or counting stitches, and I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm on. None whatsoever. All right. Let me see. What is going on here? I don't know. This is like really not wanting to work with me today. And it is very silly. Alexis, how are you? So excited for stitches tomorrow. Yay! Just popping in to say hi. How are you doing? How's your magic harp beanie going? You're on row 11, almost done. It's a quick one. This is a very quick one. And I just have to show y'all the border. But this is like really not wanting to work with me. So give me just a second. I really don't know what's going on. I can't wait to show Sammi my magic card tomorrow. Yay! Hedgehog's in the chat. Hedgehog's in the chat for Alexis. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hello. Sorry. Waits frantically at Sammi. You guys are so funny. Oh, goodness. I love tech. I love it. Okay. So, what was I saying? For the border. So, for this square, it's super simple. You'll just have to make some increases and decreases and spread out your stitches around the sides. 2 lives in a row, the mic's not being a friend either. I'm like really trying not to think about it. Really trying not to think about that. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so for the sides, you'll want to put an even number of stitches in each stitch. So because this square is mainly made up of double crochets, you'll want to put 2 single crochet in each double crochet, 2 single crochet in each turning 3 chain. So because of that, with the medium and the large square, you'll actually end up with your magic number very easily, because the number of rows for the medium square is 16 times 2 is 32. For the large, your magic number, or your number of rows, is 19 times 2 is 38. So you can just spread out your single crochets evenly along the sides. Super simple. For the top and the bottom, because there's a different number, there's going to be a different number at the top and at the bottom. So just make sure you pay attention to that. Your ending number of stitches, not V stitches, but actual V's, like actual stitches at the top, is going to be more than at the bottom. So at the top, you'll have to do decrease or 2. At the bottom, you might have to do an increase or 2. So for the small, you do a decrease at the top. For the bottom, you do an increase. For the sides, you'll have to increase times 2. And for the medium, at the top, we'll have a decrease times 3. And the bottom, you'll have to decrease times 1. And for the large, you'll have to decrease by 3 and the bottom by 1. This is all written in the pattern in the link, so just click that and then you can reference that. But again, make sure that you count each side to be sure that you get to your magic number. Then you finish it off just like your other ones. So what I want to show y'all, just like what I'm hoping to get to, is how to crochet into the chain and into your double crochet so that you have a nice smooth edge. Okay, I think it's working with me. Alrighty. So we have, this is a double crochet here. Yeah, we have a double crochet here and a chain 3 here. So go into your stitch. When I say go into your stitch and not around your stitch, I literally mean put your hook into your stitch. It doesn't matter how, just make sure that it's in your stitch, not in this space here around the stitch. If you do it around the stitch, it's going to pull the stitch out. So I'll give you an example. It will be, Trish. So this would be going around the stitch. So you're going into that chain space. So you see the difference in how that looks? It makes the hole much bigger versus this. All of this is going into the stitch, into the turning chains. This is around it. All right. So you want to be sure that you're going into the stitch, not around the stitch. And that's it. It's really that simple. Because these are double crochet rows, you'll put 2 single crochet per row. I like the way that looks. Now let me go like really into that stitch. I like that better. Okay. Into the chain. So this is me going into my chain, not around the chain. Typically you'll go around the chain in like a border depending on what the stitch is. But here you want to take your time and go into the chain so that you don't like exacerbate or exaggerate, I guess is the more correct word. So you don't exaggerate those spaces. Then you have a nice clean edge there. And I'll go ahead and finish this here as well. And I'll go and then fastening that off with a chain 2. And then you'll get a nice clean, whoops, you'll get a nice clean square here. Thank y'all for bearing with me with these technical difficulties. I'm hoping that the next cowl will be a lot more smooth. Will run a lot more smoothly. That's it. That's really it for this square. Very, very simple. I wanted to put a really simple one after that block square. Though the block stitch is very simple, it is just a lot of ends. It is a lot of weaving in ends. So like I said, you'll really only end up with 2. And one of them you can weave in as you go. You can just crochet over it. That's what I did for this one. Let me finish this finish weaving in the end on this one. This is an amazing cowl. You've put so much work into this and it really shows. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And I just appreciate y'all doing it. And like, ooh, just doing it with me. This is awesome. It's like, it's really cool. And I really cannot wait until next year. I've already picked out, I think, I don't want to tell you. Oh, I almost spoiled it. I've already chosen a bit of what I want to do, like probably like 80% of what I want to do. I just want to swatch it and then I'm going to get the yarn for it. Here. Thank you, Mags. I can't wait to see y'all's V-stitches. So if you have started already, I would love to see before we go. And are there any other questions? Any other questions on anything? See you tomorrow, Alexis. And I have 11 months to keep a secret. I know. I know. I'm probably gonna draw it up this week because I'm just like really excited about it. Next block. So, good question. Let me... Okay. So the next stitch will be the shell stitch. So you'll need all 3 of your colors. This one's upside down. But, oh man. This is a lot easier than it looks. It's a lot easier than it looks. Whoops. Oh, goodness. And there's not a whole lot of end weaving. I was just praising my dress form. And now we're knocking stuff down. So there's not a whole lot of end weaving in this one. It's all 3 colors, and it's going to carry up the sides. The color carry up the sides. So you don't have to worry about weaving in ends. It's going to work just like the moss stitch, but we alternate for the 3, and it's just going to carry up the sides. Roman, what's the first thing you're going to do with the free time past Sammi created for future Sammi this evening? I'm gonna play some video games and work on my roll with it blanket. And probably crochet some popcorn. I really appreciate that. I feel like I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm not used to having this free time. I'm not used to having this free time, so I don't know what I want to do. You still have 4 rows plus the border. Oh, good. Is it going by quicker for you, Trish? And then tomorrow, 1:30 stitches. So make sure you be there or be Granny Squared. Tonight, Granny Square YouTube members, you guys keep an eye out for early access for this week. And Thursday, YouTube members only live. And we'll continue working on the Suzette sweater. And what else? I think that's it. So because we're doing the shell stitch for Saturday, you guys can expect the pattern by early Friday so that you have a day to look at it. It's not very complicated. It's just like a lot. It's gonna be a lot of counting. That's pretty much it. Just making sure that you get the full 5 double crochet for the shell. But it's a really fun stitch. This one's really, really fun. And it looks beautiful even in just like one color. But 3 colors is fun. I think this one was my favorite of all the colorful squares. Maybe this one was my husband's favorite, or the moss one, I can't remember. But he likes the ones with the 3 colors. So I'm excited to see all 3 of your guys' colors together. Yeah, when I don't accidentally do a double crochet instead of doing the cluster. You got it, Trish. You totally got it. Tammy, the Jovi sweater, how long did it take you to make it? The Jovi cardigan, I think the granny square, I think it took me like a week. Well, because I wasn't able to work on it every day. But I think if I was able to work on it every day, I probably would have been done in like 4 or 5 days. I'd say a week. Are you going to do it? Did you already pick your colors? I've done the double crochet instead of cluster several times. Caught it pretty quick though. Make sure you catch it. You don't want to do 2 double crochets. It's different. It's different from the cluster. You guys totally got this. I want to see your colors. I want to see what you picked. Okay, let me do one last yarn over hook check. Welcome new friends. Welcome to Yarn Over Hook. Jen, you're posting yours now? Okay, I'll do a refresh. I'll take a picture and post it. But darker colors. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Yay, welcome new friends. Welcome new friends. If you have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, we would love to have you and see what you are making. And keep an eye out either late Thursday night or early Friday morning for the pattern for the shell stitch. Again, super, super simple. Very, very simple. It's just like, just a lot of stitching. It's just a lot of stitching. It's the shell stitch. So you'll actually have this symbol in your Reading Advanced Crochet Charts cheat sheet. And I think maybe, I don't see why not having a graph for this one. I don't know if you necessarily need a graph for this one. The long wave will have a graph, but the shell stitch, I don't think you necessarily need a graph. This one actually works up very similarly to the V-stitch in that you work in spaces. It's very simple. It's just like a lot of stitching. That's really it. Don't forget to like the live if you enjoyed it. Jen, now it's up. Okay. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Oh, I love the color. Okay, Sam, it's safe to refresh now. It looks so good, Jen. You really worked that up quickly. All right, friends. Thank you so much, Sharon, for our top, what did I say? Our top chatters. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Mags, and thank you, Sarah. I feel like everybody's about the same, actually, in this leaderboard. Thank you so much, Taylor, for being a member for 4 months. Thank you so much, Monique, for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome to our 5 new members. Hope you guys enjoy your bennies. And I believe that that's it. I will see you guys at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Stay warm, stay cozy. Gigi-chan. Stay warm, stay cozy, and stay safe out there. Let me know if you have any questions on this stitch or on the blanket. Just message me or comment, whatever. And the next stitch will be the shell stitch. So you will need all 3 of your complementary colors. Woo, stitches! And I'll be sure to count my whips correctly this time. Wonderful time. Thank you. See you all soon. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Bye, Mags. Bye, Kelly. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good luck with your squares, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm trying to put this down so I can wave. There we go. Bye, friends. Bye. Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support. Your membership helps us to create videos just like this one. Thank you again so much for supporting the Yarn Over Hook team, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Yarn Over Hook, social media for crocheters. Create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. Join for free today at yarnoverhook.com.